welcome to my channel. Happy Thursday, and I am looking at this book called The Organic Painter. Learn to paint with tea, coffee, embroidery, flame, and more. It's explore unusual materials and playful techniques to expand your creative practice. It's written by Cardi Griffith, and look at this tiger. Is that not the coolest? And the lady. So, for Elliot, miss you every day, mate. I don't know what this MTFBWY is, but apparently those people do. There's a connection there. But anyhow, this was 1973 author, printed in China, digital edition published in 2019. So I'm guessing the copyright is 2019. Let's see, 1973. Look at the bird. Okay, so I'm showing you this book, and I'm going to put the hashtag BOLO books, and that's be on the lookout. And that is hosted by the Traveling Crafter. So I will put a link to her channel in the description box, and a shout out to her. I bought the 3 Memories of a Lifetime. I bought the birds and butterflies, and I bought the I bought 3 of those books that she shows. I'll put that video in the description. Okay, so these are like totally cool illustrations. That is false Aurelia. That is not what it looks like, or it could be, maybe. Looks like false Aurelia to me, but that's what we're going to call it because we're on TV or YouTube. Okay, so then we have sourcing liquids, collecting tea. Pretty cool. Raiding the liquor cabinet, a variety of alcohols, working with calligraphy inks. So I'm going to read quite a bit of this. Materials: oak galls. Oh, those are those red things. Ferrous sulfate, gum arabic, mortar and pestle, muslin or cheesecloth, pint of water, and measuring cups, making your own ink. So see, look at that. Oak gall ink. Wow. Get ready to make marks using brushes and found objects. This is twigs, leaves, rubber stamps, petals. Make your own very mark making. So this is a really cool book. But then again, like I said, you've got these illustrations that would go really good in alchemy palettes, pens, and mixing materials. Wow. And then here's part 2 projects. Look at that. I mean, tell me that's not a junk journaler's dream. Oh, and I want to show you a secondary book if I can find it. Look at the pretty, and look at the niceness of that. And let me see if I can find a very special book to me. Yeah, here they are. I just got to get a stethoscope, guys. Hold on tight. I've got them packed way up here. You can't reach them. Maybe I can reach it now. Let's see, is this the one? This is one of them. This is my second BOLO. Okay, and the first one I'd done a video on, and I'll show you. I'll put it in the description box as well. Sorry, took that little break, but ink spills, using chaos to start your image. Look at that. See, this is so cool. Crafterlanche, that was my inks. Look at this. Look. Isn't this so cool? Oh, I love it. Put the kettle on using tea to pink floral pattern. Adding more liquid. This is just amazing. So once I read it, adding some tea. Once I read it and see how much I can use, I'm going to cut it up. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And that's with organic inks or stains. Add a pinch of salt, using salt to create texture. Look at this. Oh, this is what they got. That's what they made. I'm telling you, this is the book. Preparing your threads, pricking the paper, using the tool. This is cool. Like, I just can't imagine starting your embroidery. Look at that. Using flame and smoke to create marks. Wow, now that's definitely dangerous. Disclaimer, don't try that unless it's safe to do so. Cutting your own rubber stamp. Look at this. This is just beautiful. Look at that. So that is basically the entire book. Isn't that cool? So like I said, I'm going to using boiling water to lift paint. See, there's some incredibly cool things in here to learn. Working with sizing, using gold, silver, and copper in subtle mark making. Fine brush. There's the girl with the pearl earring. That was a great movie, by the way, if you ever get a chance to see it. Look at that. That has a New Orleans vibe to me. Or French. So anyhow, yeah, this was completely full of cool ideas and a journal maker's dream. Okay, so next up is my Griffin and Sabine. Now, I've already done one journal with it, but I haven't done one with this book yet. I'm working on it, but the Griffin and Sabine, it's letters, right? And it's filled with these envelopes that have letters in them. And he and her are writing back and forth, and she can see his art, and he thinks she thinks well, let me just say, if you're reading this, then you exist. Is that true? I mean, it should be bloody obvious to me, but it isn't. If I invented you, then you don't exist, right? But how then can you still write to me? I've got to trust logic, or I'm nowhere. If I didn't write your letters and you did, then you're real, or I'm crazy. I am certain. So the whole first book, they go back and forth, and she can see what he's an artist, and she can see what he's drawing. So the entire book is letters back and forth from them, and then the incredible art in this book. It's bizarre, but it's fantastic. Look at this. So I have the other one that had already cut up, and I'm trying to reach it. So have a look at this. I want to show you so bad, guys. You can't imagine, but I can't quite reach it. Come on. If I can get it out of this. Okay, so I'm going to pause the film here, and I'm going to get a footstool, and I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to show you what I made with it, okay? So, hang. Okay, guys, I found the other sets. So, anyhow, this is the correspondence between the two of them. And look at the different envelopes. So it's letters and postcards back and forth. So that's the one I haven't done anything with. And then, okay, so this is the first one, and it's Griffin and Sabine, and this is when they first start writing. And this is my mixed media cover. Now I haven't put the signatures in yet. This is my, I had this in a show. I had it sitting up, so you're going to see. So see, I have the sketchbook paper, and then it goes this way. And then we get, so I just dismantled the book. And then somewhere in here, I did my own postcard. So it's a whole series of books. And I don't know what I did with my postcard. I will find it. I did put this lady is like laying on the steps. I put have a nice day. That was my sticker. So anyhow, that's the whole. So there's several. That's the second book. And this is the one I'm still working on. And then that's the one we just looked at. And then here's the Golden Mean. And on this one, I'm making it an art journal. So then it's got the watercolor paper. And so I'm still working on this one. And I've dismantled it and put the watercolor paper in there, and that's about it. And I'm going to try to attach it with hinge it, so then there'll be a piece of paper in between, and you can still do your art. But same thing, beautiful envelopes, letters going back and forth, postcards. And all of these postcards were designed by him. I mean, it's really designed by a real artist, but used for this book. So I just thought this was the neatest thing. And eventually, when life isn't so hectic, I will finish the journal. And like I said, this one will be an art journal. So there you have it. That's the Griffin and Sabine. So that is be on the lookout. These, I want to say I got from eBay, maybe? eBay or Amazon. Don't remember, but it's Nick Bantock, and they are incredible. Okay, guys, thank you for coming along on this BOLO, hashtag BOLO books. And again, we got to give credit to, I just said her name, guys. I am so sorry. The Traveling Crafter. There's several artists that I find whose names are really close together. So the Traveling Crafter. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.